photograph you see right here in the African history class. This is the photograph of Bunchy Carter. Bunchy Carter. Bunchy Carter. Now, Bunchy is spelled B-U-N-C-H-Y. Carter is spelled C-A-R-T-E-R. And Bunchy was actually his nickname. But his real name was Alprentice Carter. Alprentice. Spelled A-L-P-R-E-N-T-I-C-E. Alprentice. Alprentice Bunchy Carter. Bunchy was his nickname. My brother, my sister. Now this is his photograph. Alprentice Bunchy Carter was born on October 12th in 1942. And he was born, my brother, my sister, in America. Oh, yes. He was born in America, specifically in Los Angeles, California. That was where he was born. He was born to parents who were very hardworking, parents who had gone through discrimination as black people. At a very young age, he saw discrimination against black people in the inner cities, the ghettos of America. He saw how black people went to jail for no offense committed. He saw how black people were summarily gunned down on the streets of America. Oh, he saw how black people were raped right on the streets of America and nothing happened. His quest to see liberation for black people, his quest to see justice done for black people, in fact, made him join a gang. Hey, and this gang, my brother, my sister, probably was the biggest mistake he ever made in his life. My brother, my sister, he was a member of the street gang known as Slauson. Slauson. Now, Slauson is spelled S-L-A-U-S-O-N. Slauson. The Slauson Street Gang. My brother, my sister, the gang was only robbing white people. They believed that white people were the cause of the problems of black people. They would rob white people, and if it was necessary, they shot and killed those who decided that they would not allow themselves to be robbed easily. They opened fire, shot and killed people. It was known as the Slauson Gang, and you'll see some members of the gang. My brother, my sister, they robbed only white people. And their reason was that white people had robbed black people for far too long and still robbing and killing black people. And by robbing white people, it's just a way of taking back what they have taken from black people. This was their principle. My brother, my sister. But the law very soon caught up with our hero for today, Alprentice Bunchy Carter. My brother, my sister. And he was arrested. He was a man who never smiled. He said the day that he will smile will be the day that black people in America had their independence and could walk freely, talk freely, associate freely, and be given the equality that they deserved. He never laughed or smiled. There is no photograph of this man you would see ever his teeth smiling. My brother, my sister, he grew up so bitter, seeing all the atrocities meted out to black people. Watch this. As a member of the band, I beg your pardon, the gang, he very soon rose like a column of mercury in the mercury thermometer and became known as mayor of the ghetto. Mayor of the ghetto. They believed that they were ghetto people. No white man ever went into their ghettos and came out untouched. They didn't like what was happening to black people, and they blamed the system controlled by white people as the cause of their predicament. The mayor of the ghetto. Oh, the law very soon caught up with him. In an armed robbery attempt, he was picked up by the police and sent to jail for 4 solid years. Now, whilst he was in jail, my brother, my sister, things changed. Yes, things changed. He was at the Soledad prison. Soledad prison, my brother, my sister, where he was incarcerated for 4 solid years. In fact, it's a correctional training facility, commonly referenced as Soledad State Prison. And it's a state prison located on the U.S. Route 101, 5 miles off Soledad, California, adjacent to Salinas Valley State Prison. That was where he was incarcerated, right there in California, my brother, my sister. Hey. He joined the gang in the early 60s whilst a teenager, and he became so hardened when he got to jail. And here you can see apprentice Bunchy Carter, my brother, my sister. This was his face, no smiling and always looking serious. This is the ghetto mayor, the mayor of the ghetto. Whilst in prison, he got attracted to the teachings of Malcolm X. He even met some Muslims in prison, and he decided to convert to Islam. And when he became a Muslim, he prayed in prison. And when he came out of jail, he was a Muslim. But it didn't take long when he met Aldridge Cleaver. Now, who was Aldridge Cleaver? Yes, Aldridge Cleaver. His real name, Leroy Aldridge Cleaver. Leroy is spelled L-E-R-O-Y. Aldridge is E-L-D-R-D-G-E. Cleaver is C-L-E-A-V-E-R. In fact, he was an American writer, political activist, who became an early leader of the Black Panther Party. And when he met with our hero for today, the mayor of the ghetto, Bunchy Carter, my brother, my sister, he told him point blank, you cannot be a Muslim and still be a member of the Black Panther. They are 2 different things. We are fighting institutions. We are an anti-establishment organization. Both Islam and Christianity contributed to the suppression of black people. Please, you cannot be part of Islam. Please show me a photograph of Aldridge Cleaver. Yeah? Leroy Aldridge Cleaver. My brother, my sister, he was the one who convinced our hero for today. And then he recruited him for the Black Panther Party. Oh my God. And when he became a member of the party, everything changed for him. He was ready to do anything for the liberation of black people. He moved into Southern California, where he founded the Southern California chapter of the Black Panther Party. My brother, my sister. And that was what it was. Producer, I'm still waiting for the photograph of Aldridge Cleaver. Aldridge Cleaver. Aldridge Cleaver. Aldridge is spelled E-L-D-R-I-D-G-E. Cleaver is C-L-E-A-V-E-R. Leroy Aldridge Cleaver. He was the one who was the early leader of the Black Panther Party. My brother, my sister. And he was the one who convinced our hero for today, Bunchy Carter, to join the Black Panther. And when he joined, he moved into Southern California, where he founded the Southern California chapter of the Black Panther Party. My brother, my sister, so he dropped Islam and decided that he belonged to the spiritual African movement known as the Black Panther Party. My brother, my sister, as a gang leader, he faced other gangs. As a gang leader, he fought so many different people, and they were all looking for him, even though he had left the gang a long time ago. That is one thing with gangs. They never forgive. In fact, our hero for today, Bunchy Carter, was one of those who helped start the free breakfast for children. My brother, my sister, by the Black Panther Party. They fed black people for free. Remember we talked about this? This is the photograph of Leroy Eldridge Cleaver, an early leader of the Black Panther. And he was the one who believed that you cannot belong to any religion and be part of the Black Panther Party. According to him, all religions were part of the system to suffocate black people's imaginations and creativity. And for that matter, our hero for today, Bunchy Carter, decided to leave Islam and join the Black Panther. They did so many things for black people. My brother, my sister, in 1968 and 1969, there were so many false arrests and warrantless searches of the Black Panther. And our hero for today was arrested a number of times, but nothing was ever found on him. But everything that has a beginning has an end. He worked very hard. Please bring me the photograph of Bunchy Carter. This is enough. My brother, my sister, today we're talking about Bunchy Carter. This man here. Hi. His past caught up with him. My brother, my sister, on this fateful day, there was a meeting. Yes, there was a meeting of the Black Student Union held at the UCLA's Campbell Hall. It was January 17, 1969. Our hero was only 26 years old. He was part of this meeting. My brother, my sister, they were talking about so many different things. He had a very good friend known as John Higgins. And when they met there, they were making mockery of a gang leader known as Ron Karenga. Ron Karenga. These are the photographs of John Higgins and our hero for today, Bunchy Carter. My brother, my sister, on this day, the two of them were making mockery of a man by name Ron Karenga. Ron is spelled R-O-N. Karenga is K-A-R-E-N-G-A. They were making mockery of Ron Karenga, who himself was a former gang leader. In fact, they were saying so many derogatory things about him. My brother, my sister, he was the head of the organization US, or better still, us. There started to be a heated argument between Ron Karenga and the two whose photographs you see here. My brother, my sister, the Black Panther Party members originally insisted that the event was a planned assassination. They had realized that these two were so powerful with the Black Panther. And some cockroaches found themselves in the meeting. One of them was Ron Karenga. My brother, my sister, there was a heated argument, and then guns started to blaze, shooting, and these two people were shot and killed on the day, the 17th of January, 1969. They were shot and killed. My brother, my sister, these Black Panther Party members were not armed. The organization did not allow them to bring weapons to their meetings. But members of the organization, us as the US, led by Ron Karenga, were all armed. That meant that they had come there for a reason. And this is Ron Karenga. My brother, my sister, his members were all armed. And when the time was ripe for them to pull out their weapons, they did. Carter was the head of security at the time. Brother, my sister, this conspiracy ended up taking the life of Bunchy Carter and the other brother you see here, John Higgins. They died. My brother, my sister. Now, the person who allegedly shot Carter and Higgins was called Claude Hubert. Claude Hubert. He was never found. After doing the work, he was gone for good, and nobody ever found him. Now, the FBI got involved in this. The FBI already had these two people. My brother, my sister, they had their eyes on the two people and were looking forward to finishing them. It was said that the FBI also had a hand in the assassination of these two people. My brother, my sister, after the deaths of these two gentlemen, the LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, responded to the attack by raiding an apartment used by the Black Panthers and arrested 75 members, including all remaining leadership of the chapter. My brother, my sister, and then they charged them with a conspiracy to murder some US or US members in retaliation. These charges were dropped later, and our hero went down. Some members of the FBI who were fingered to be part of the assassination plan were later promoted, my brother, my sister, in their line of duty. And that laid more claim to the fact that they were involved in the assassination of Bunchy Carter and John Higgins. Today we remember a man who grew up in poverty and saw how black people were mistreated, summarily executed, profiled by the police, taken to jail for no reason. How he grew up bitter and how he was looking for the liberation of black people. How he got hooked up with a gang and how he was taken down by another gang leader, a leader of the organization known as US, Ron Karenga. Today we remember how he went down at the age of 26. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know the story of Bunchy Carter, aka Apprentice Carter, what would you do? Be an any ole mini of our fair Zuda Kagane Mezaka ye I'm Pabango Boka and Nufifia Yanu Kaina Wabana in Webe then Lele and Jiman Singabe Kunne Lele and Jiman Singaberi. It's been the African History Class.